So you've probably heard of SEO, right? Search engine optimization. But here's the thing. Whatever you think you know about it is probably already out of date. Why? Because AI is completely rewriting the rules of how we get seen online. So let's just jump right in and break down what it really takes to stand out in 2026 and beyond.
Okay, picture this. You've poured your heart and soul into building a beautiful website. It's a masterpiece. But what's the point if nobody can actually find it? I mean, this is the #1 problem for so many businesses. They've got this great digital presence, but for all intents and purposes, it's invisible.
The best way to think about it is this. Your website is your digital storefront. And right now, it might be located on some hidden backstreet where there's just no foot traffic. SEO, well, that's the whole game of moving your store right onto the busiest intersection on the entire internet.
So how do you make that move? What's the solution? Well, if your website is that hidden shop, then professional SEO services are the map, they're the GPS, and they are the giant flashing neon sign that screams, "We're over here," guiding every single customer right to your front door.
When you strip it all down, it's really about one simple thing. When a potential customer searches for something you sell or a service you offer, your business shows up. It's really the difference between being buried on page 10 of the search results and being right there on page 1, ready to help.
Now, this isn't some kind of magic or guesswork. It's a real discipline with a clear playbook. It starts with figuring out the exact words your customers are typing into Google. Then it's about optimizing your site's code, creating genuinely helpful content, and building your reputation online. It's a whole process. But, before we get into all the nitty-gritty details, let's just talk about the why. Why is this one of the absolute best investments a business can make? The results? Well, they speak for themselves. Get this. More than half, 54%, of all traffic to websites doesn't come from paid ads or social media posts. It comes from somebody typing a question into a search bar and clicking on one of those natural organic results. That's a massive audience of people actively looking for solutions. And when you tap into that audience, it really pays off. We're talking an average return on investment of over 300%. That's just staggering. It means for every single dollar you put into a smart SEO strategy, you can expect to get at least $3 back. This isn't just about getting more visitors. It's about real, profitable growth.
And this is where you can really see the long-term power. Think about it. Paid ads are like renting your audience. The second you stop paying, the traffic disappears. SEO, on the other hand, is like buying the property. A top-ranking page becomes a genuine business asset that keeps generating value month after month, giving you a way better return over time.
But it's not just about the numbers. There's something deeper going on, something psychological. We've all been trained to trust Google's organic results. So when you earn one of those top spots, it automatically makes people see you as a credible, authoritative leader in your field. That's a level of trust you just can't buy.
Okay, so we're all on board. It's incredibly valuable. But how does it all actually work? Let's pull back the curtain a little bit. The easiest way to get it is to think of it as being built on 3 main pillars.
And these 3 pillars have to work together. First, you've got to optimize everything that's on your actual web pages. Second, you have to make sure the foundation of your website is technically solid. And third, you have to go out and build your site's reputation across the web. So pillar 1, on-page SEO, is all about the content itself. Yeah, it means using the right keywords, but it's also about creating a smart structure of internal links that guides both visitors and search engines through your site, showing them exactly how all your ideas connect. Then you've got pillar 2, technical SEO. This is all the critical stuff that happens under the hood. Is your site fast? Does it look good and work well on a phone? Is it secure? All these technical details are absolutely crucial, not just for search engines, but for giving your users a good experience. And finally, pillar 3 is link building. Just think of this as your online reputation. When other respected websites link to your site, it's basically like they're giving you a vote of confidence. It sends a powerful signal to search engines that you're a trustworthy source, and that boosts your authority big time.
But here's where it gets really interesting. Everything we've just talked about, those classic 3 pillars, the old rules, all of it is being totally disrupted. The biggest change to search in more than a decade is happening as we speak, and it's all being driven by AI.
And listen, this isn't some far-off prediction. This is happening right now. Today, more than 60% of Google searches show an AI-generated summary right at the very top of the page. The future of search isn't coming, it's already here.
This completely changes the name of the game. For 20 years, the ultimate goal was to be that #1 blue link, but the new Holy Grail? It's being cited as a trusted source inside that AI-powered answer at the very, very top of the page.
So, this requires a whole new way of thinking. We're calling it Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO. It's not enough to just rank anymore. Now you have to create content that is so clear, so well-structured, and so authoritative that Google's AI looks at it and says, yep, that is the definitive answer to this person's question.
Okay, so navigating this brand new world of SEO and AEO, it can be a little complicated, right? So how in the world do you find the right person or agency to help guide you through it all?
Here's a quick checklist you can use. You need to ask them, can you show me your track record? Show me actual case studies with real results. And how are you going to communicate progress to me clearly and honestly? But maybe most important is this. Are you just giving me a generic list of tactics, or are you building a real strategy tailored for my business?
And one last thing, it's so important to be realistic. SEO is a marathon, not a sprint. You should definitely expect to see some initial progress in the first 3 to 6 months for sure, but the really big impact, the kind that truly moves the needle on revenue, that usually takes more like 6 to 12 months. It really is a powerful, long-term investment.
So, all of this brings us back to one single critical question you need to be asking yourself right now. The entire landscape of search has shifted under our feet. The old rules just don't cut it anymore. So you have to ask, is my online presence built for the future, or is it still stuck in the past?